Good morning everyone, today we're looking at another Invicta Pro Diver watch. I've just turned the LED light off because I just recorded a Invicta Pro Diver with it on. Just going to see how the lighting comes out for this one without the light on initially. So initial look at the box is we've got a yellow theme box with a sort of a simple folding lid, as you can see here. The typical yellow and black theme really the Invicta watches go for. Invicta embossed logo and Invicta embossed strapline on the side here. Nice light sort of weight, and you've got the rays coming out from the corner, almost like sun rays really. So inside, that yellow theme carries on. Nice strong cushion, holds onto the watch quite nicely. Full sort of guarantee card as well inside there. Put that down a minute. So here we go guys, this is the Invicta Pro Diver 8932 I believe. A 37mm case diameter with a 12mm case thickness. Retails at £60. You can get lots of different variations of this watch, hence why I'm not too sure on the sort of model number, because when you put in 8932 on the website for Invicta, you get 8 different variations, but they've all got the same name. But then on the back, when you look, they've got a different model code. It's just a bit confusing really. Yeah, so retails at £60, probably weighs around about 150 120 odd grams, and uses a PC32A Japanese quartz movement. So let's take this little bit of plastic off so we can have a little look in a bit more detail. I'll give you a little look round of the watch with the LED light off, and then I'll turn it on so you can have a look under both lights. So we've got a plain black style dial with fully luminous hands, fully luminous increments, and a date dial at the 3 PM. You get 20 bar water resistance with this watch, mineral crystal going over the top of the watch, so it's just a box standard glass. I was going to say extra scratch proof, but it's not really. And the luminous material that you've got on the hands and the increments, etc., is tryptonite. So you've got different materials that you can use in the luminous part of the watch, but this one uses tryptonite. So here we go. Let's turn on the light and see how it looks under this. Those luminous increments give off like a beige look, which means they often use an old-fashioned style luminous material. So coming to the bezel, got a unidirectional bezel, very, very strong, nice and thick. Nice thick movement to that there. The crown is a pop-out crown, not a screw-down crown. Got a nice amount of feedback. It's not as strong as some of the other models, which is weird because I thought they'd just be the industry standard for their brand. It's a nice bit of feedback there. It's the position on this one seems to be well defined, but when I looked at the other one, it wasn't. It was quite difficult to get out the first position, but this one's okay. You've also got a decent amount of feedback, but the date dial does seem to move quite quickly relative to how much you move the hands. So it's a bit of a strange one. But no, other than that, it's a good amount of feedback, and it's got a good push down as well. We've even got a bit of crown protection around it here as well. Coming out to speaking of the casing, in fact, we've got a full sort of polished stainless steel casing going all the way around here. Same sort of effect on the bezel. Around this side, you've got an Invicta engraved logo in the side here with consistent sort of polished stainless steel on the side. Coming down to the strap, you've got a 18mm style strap, oyster petrol style, with that sort of how the links look. They look a bit like oyster petrol straps. You've even got a similar sort of consistent theme in terms of the fact that it's got brushed out side part to the link and a polished centerpiece to the link. Coming down to the buckle and the clasp, you've got a double fold over clasp with a safety buckle as well, revealing a sort of, I guess you call it a brushed inside, is it brushed? Whatever it is, double fold over mechanism, sort of cheap material really. It's not one of the best ones, but often this is where the quality does fall down with watches like this. Plenty of room to adjust on the actual clasp. Got a decent safety buckle that holds the clasp in place quite well. Little tiny pins to adjust the actual strap rather than screws. Often this sort of strap does use screws, but this one seems to be pins, so you need a hammer and pin just to knock those out. So coming down to the back plate finally. So that was 8932. Yeah, so they got different sort of model numbers on the back here. Sometimes I have had to look at other ones before, and they've been under the 8932, but then when you look on the back, they've got a completely different model number. So here we go, this is the view of the back plate. It's a screw down style case back. Just try and get this on my wrist. That's just a little bit too tight, can't get it over my hand. There we go guys, that is the Invicta Pro Diver 8932.